This is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be doing our monthly review for February. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. If that is something that interests you and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. So today we're going to look at a few things. We'll look at the sinking funds, how my debt snowball is going, which I actually have good news about the debt snowball, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. My monthly goals for February and kind of just a financial overview of the month, and then do some reflecting. I'm looking forward to March. A lot to cover in this video. As always, I will list timestamps in the description box below in case you just really want to look at one part over the other. First, we are going to delve into sinking funds. I finally was able to stuff a little bit more this month, so that was pretty cool. I don't think there's going to be a huge change, but it is, for me, it's always fun to look at my sinking funds and see how I'm doing. I'm going to make sure I have my calculator. And sinking funds updates so much shorter now that we pared down, so we'll just get through this really quick. First, I have bills. We ended January with 0, and we did put some in February. We have $5 now for bills. So again, we are building this back up. You have to start somewhere. Medical ended January with 50, and we now have 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. For the end of February, we are at $54. Savings ended January with 19. And I guess I took it out at some point because I'm sorry. So this was actually our savings challenge money, but I moved that to here. So that is a little confusing. So there was 19. I stuffed these as well, but I don't know if I want to keep track of this. The savings envelope is now serving a new purpose. So it is down to 2, but only because I'm going to use it differently. I'm going to really just, like I said, just save money to have money saved. If, just having cash saved is never a bad idea. Shopping ended January with $0, and I think it has 1. So we are slowly building it back up. I think this is the same for giving. Giving ended January with 0. We are trying to bring it back up, so we are up to 1. Riley, she ended January with 20, and I'm definitely trying to build her up because she's going to be due for her rabies shot in like April. It'd be nice to have the cash to pay for that. She ended January with 20. She now has 20, 21, 22, 23. Car ended January with $90, and I believe we also stuffed some in here as well. Car now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. And my family envelope ended January with 100, and this got stuffed as well. It now has 50, 70, 90, 100, and 5, 6, 7. So we put in about $7 there for February. Secret stash was at 0, and I did stuff a little bit. We now have 3. My emergency fund is currently in a high yield savings account. It is at 502.98. I did earn some interest, so it's actually up to 503.78 now. That is what we have in our sinking funds. Now let's go ahead and add it up and see the difference. Like I said, it's not much, but the cool thing is each envelope now has something, because we did have a lot of zeros going on in January. Let's take this out, add up, and see what we have. 5, 54. Okay, so the total I'm getting is $793.78, which is up. Let me just double check this real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So yeah, so we are definitely clocking in at $793.78 for our sinking funds. I'm also remembering that I added this and I was supposed to redo this sheet, so I messed up here, so I'll fix that for next time. $793.78 minus $781.98. So we have made a positive difference of $11.80. Hopefully, as the months go on, we'll get to see that look a little better. All right, so that is it for our sinking funds. Now let's move on to our next thing. We are going to look at our debt snowball. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I actually have some good news for the debt snowball. So I am currently working on this credit card. I don't know what video I said it in recently, but I said that, oh, I've been making these snowball payments, but it doesn't seem like anything is going down. I discovered that I wrote my starting balance wrong. For some reason, I heard $572.23. My starting balance was actually $670.23. That made a huge difference. So my snowball payments are actually making a difference. It was just me with the wrong answer. I make 3 payments a month. I made a $10, a $21, and a $20 payment. Not a lot, but my balance as of today is the 28th, so you're gonna see this tomorrow on the 1st, but my balance is now $586.48. Little snowball payments are making a difference, and I'll be excited to be able to hopefully pay more, but let's see what the difference is. So far, I've managed to knock $83.75 off of my total balance with the extra snowball payments in January and February. And like I said, I would just love that to grow. All right, so that is that part. Now we're gonna do our monthly review. Just look at how February was. I did have 3 big goals, and I haven't really talked about them, but we'll talk about them now. One is I am putting together a challenge book, a savings challenge book, but it's actually kind of growing to so much more. My goal was to put it out by the end of February, but that did not happen. However, I'm currently working on the rough draft. I have a significant chunk of it done. So I'm going to carry that over, and I decided that I'd rather make it something really good than put out what I had. We are working on that at least. I got about halfway through my goal. Okay, the other thing is to get a website up and running. So this is something that is in the works right now. I will keep you guys posted. The other one was to focus on taxes. This is a question I need to call the IRS because my tax auto start was supposed to start on the 20th. I had my auto pay and it did not come out. So something I need to do, which I'm hoping to do today after I'm done filming, is to go on the IRS website and find out why they didn't take the money out, because I was told the payment was set. But I can get that taken care of, and hopefully that is good. So those were really my big goals for the month. Now we are going to move on and just look at what did I do for the month. So the first thing is, what was my total income for the month? Well, we have $1,584 plus $1,911.75 plus I have $123.85 from YouTube and $550 from Etsy. So my total income, $3,625.10. To know what my total savings was, and I did save money in my savings challenge as well as my envelopes, so I'll start figuring that out. Like, what did I actually save? I did save 30 in sinking funds, and which I know the difference was difference in the sinking fund, but that's because some just difference in envelopes. But what I put in was actually $30 in sinking funds and $25 towards my challenge. So I saved $55 this month. Okay. Now, what were my total expenses? So I'm going to focus just on my half of the bills, not my roommate's part of the bill. So I'm going to add that up real quick and I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and the wind is blowing really bad right now, so it might come through on camera. But my total of what I paid, and I did take out the IRS payment since it never went through. I'll have to call them and probably get it started for March. My total bills were $2,575.93. So yeah, definitely a huge chunk. So we have 3,625.10 minus 2,575.93 left me with about $1,049.17, which was basically my money. And if I divide that by, let's just do it by 4 for 4 weeks, that left me with basically $262 per week. But that doesn't include taxes. I don't think I took out the taxes from that. Now that I said that, I'm like, why does that sound like way more than what I had? So for taxes, I actually took out 200 plus 150 plus 29. So let's just have 150, 200, and 29.35. So I took out 379.35 in taxes. So now that is the number I need to take from the top. I did not do that. So it's 379.35. So that actually left me minus taxes That actually left me with $669.82. And then if I divide that by 4, that gives me about $167.45 a week, which I think sounds more, I guess, realistic as far as like food and stuff, and then having rollover money. So my first is, did I achieve my month's goals? I would just put mostly. I carry over. What were my wins for this month? I think my biggest win was being able to stuff some of my sinking funds again. What do I need to improve? Like, obviously I need more money. And the other thing I need to do is, I just feel like in general, I need to focus more on my channel. I feel like I need to just give it more energy. What are some actions I'm gonna take next month to reach my goals? I guess try to work more. And I mean, really just focus on myself. I mean, I don't know how else to word it. That sounds pretty vague. But all right, so let's move ahead to March. What are this month's goals for March? The top goal for me is to actually finish the rough draft of my book. The other one is to write more for my upcoming website. I don't know if I have any more top goals. To-do list is to call the IRS again and find out what happened to the payment plan. Why didn't they start it in February like it was supposed to? And I'm gonna start going back to the gym, you guys. So going back to gym, I need to get back in the groove of that, which isn't finance related. It's more like personal care related. That is it for the monthly review. I hope you enjoyed this video, that you like these monthly reviews. It gives, I feel like, more of a behind the scenes, actual nitty gritty behind what's going on, because, you know, I just continue to have ups and downs. Sometimes it does feel like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but I just keep moving forward, and I hope that you guys do too. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Happy March 1st, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.